Hello. Hello, everybody. I'm extremely low energy today. It's been a day. Hope you're all doing well. Hello, Watered. Shark, thank you so much for the lurk. I hope you're doing all good. Hello, and Happy New Year, everybody. I'm very tired. I did sleep last night, and then I woke up at 8 a.m. on the dot for some reason and failed to get back to sleep, and then spent 3 hours just kind of being extremely anxious about taking my cat to the vet. I don't like going on a vet. It's never for a good reason. It's never good news having to take your pet to the vet, and the whole stress of having that little life in your hands and stuffing them in a bloody cat carrier for a couple of hours. It's not fun. It's not fun. Yeah. Just bloody tired. And then I immediately have to go out and go to a job centre appointment, and for some reason I was like, I want a big dinner. I want chips, I want beans, I want a pie. So I bought small chips from a chippy, not small at all, it's freaking huge. Decided to use an entire can of beans because I'm an idiot. And then a pie I didn't even eat because I was already full after the chips and the beans. I don't have a very big stomach. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Time since back at work last Wednesday has been a lot of hassle. Great, hope little man forgive you. He does. We actually had a little cuddle in the vet's room. After, she got him out the cat carrier and gave him a checkup and was just like, here's your medication. He was just like, the way he was looking at me, I was just like, you want a hug. So I just picked him up and we cuddled for a bit, and the vet thought it was adorable because it was. But yeah, he's, oh my goodness. Because when I first got him, he had that terrible bad breath, which did sort itself out, but not entirely. It never really went away. And I was checking his gums a couple of weeks ago, very red. So I was like, I'll go keep him at the vets. And then he went off his food completely. He'd been going off his dry food for a while, and I was warned that might happen. And then he completely went off his wet food literally the day before I was supposed to go to my parents for New Year's. And honestly, it wasn't the bad breath. That's the thing that annoys me the most. It wasn't the bad breath. He had worms, but there was literally zero sign of that beyond him losing his appetite. The only way I knew is because on the day in question, when he went off his food completely, he took it upon himself to cough up one single fucking roundworm. It was 2 inches long. It was just the one. But that was all I fucking needed to know. He was riddled with the little bastards, and they've gotten real sneaky because there's literally no other signs. He was a bit constipated, but otherwise his poos were clean. He was still grooming himself. There was no other signs. I am fucking pissed at these stupid fucking little critters making my cat's life miserable. And of course, my cat doesn't like the tablet worming treatment, so I had to ask my sister to go to the vets because she has the car and get him a spot-on treatment because that was the only one I could do. But sorted it overnight. Next day he was happy as can be, and I was able to go to my parents' place. And when I got back, I was actually stuck there for about 5 days because I misread the damn bus timetables because there were no buses on the 1st, 2nd or 3rd of January. So I had to wait until the Wednesday last week before I could get back. My friend was still okay to come in and feed him, so that was fine. Got back, picked him up, and he was girthy. He had put on so much weight. He's a rotund, chunky boy. And neither of us knew it because he had fucking worms. It did, it cleared up very quickly. The moment I knew they were there, it was easy as punch, but it was bloody stressful because until he coughed up that worm, I was like, why aren't you eating? And he was just so sad. All he wanted to do was cuddle. It was so sad. Ugh. But he is better now, but he does have the bad breath thing still. And I took him in today for that. And apparently his entire mouth is inflamed. He's got swollen gums up the wazoo. So they gave him an injection for pain relief and an anti-inflammatory, and give me some medication to help with that. But he's going to go in again next Thursday. I have to get him to the vet at 9 a.m. so he can have a full dental treatment. And he's going to have to go under local anaesthetic. And I have to leave him there the whole day. I don't want to do that, but if it makes him better, that's the important thing. They've said it's either just going to be something viral, or because he was a stray, brought in like when he was very young, it might be an autoimmune thing he could have picked up. At least that's what I interpreted. I'm not very medical myself, so I'll probably get this backwards, but that's what they said. Viral or autoimmune. But hopefully get it sorted. Yeah, I'm hoping so. I'm going to give him... start him on the medication tomorrow. I've had to switch up his feeding times a little bit, because it's like, give him this one, like half a capsule every 12 hours. And I'm just like, that's not actually how I space out his feeding times, but it's okay. And then the other one is like late afternoon, give him it then. And I'm just like, okay. And also, if one of them makes him puke, I should stop using it and immediately call the vet. So, oh geez, but that's just what it is, owning a pet, man. It's just a lot of stuff that you just gotta keep in mind and be aware that you have a little life in your hands. And he is very, very sweet, and I love him very much. We had a good cuddle at the vet's. Oh, I'm sort of slowly doing something with my stream setup. I did actually get started on the overlays already, but I'm thinking what we'll do is actually just tackle that really slowly, doing like a fortnightly art stream on Sunday mornings. I think that might be a nice thing we can do. It's already in my schedule for this week. We'll do a little bit of an art stream this Sunday. He's pooping. You can hear him in the litter tray. And of course I'm supposed to be adopting a kitten, but I think I'm going to have to delay that a little bit longer, because just getting him in today and getting the medication for him, that was over 75 quid. I don't even want to think about how much next week is going to cost. I mean, I've got savings, so it's fine, but the amount of treatment I'd have to put the kitten through, like, she'd have to get spayed and all that stuff. Like, I don't think I can really afford to do that all very quickly, so hopefully my friend will be able to keep her a little bit longer. But I haven't even met the kitten yet. It's just all up in the air. But yeah. Sorry, my hair is annoying me. Actually, that's not true. I was supposed to brush my head. Ow! Before I went live. But it's been a heck of a day. I've been. Despite power walking across half of town, I am very tired. Yeah, Cat, my little man, he's always been good at the vets, and by always I mean the 2 times that I've taken him, but it's so sad, like, when they open the cage for him, cat carrier, whatever, and he just sort of sit there, and he's just sort of quivering. It's so sad. I just want to give him a cuddle, which I was able to do. He's a healthy weight, and he seems like healthy overall. It's just the gums. It's just his gums. Yeah, I'm glad Zirconics put that on my radar. The fact that having bad breath is not normal for a cat, because you'd think I'd have known that growing up with cats, because honestly, don't remember any of the other cats I've had in my life having bad breath. Not sustained, anyway. Oh, I'm just trying to get my head in order, my head on straight, because we're doing stuff and things as we are wont to do. We will be playing Hades sometime today. I'm just trying to go slow because I am exhausted. Didn't want to cancel because so something I noticed, I started writing again like over New Year's when I was at my parents'. I brought my notebooks just in case, and thank God I did, because I had like a lot of work done. But it is so damn easy to get lost in my own head when all I am doing is writing. I will forget to eat, to move, to drink, So remember that I am actually alive and not just a puppet to write people's stories down. So I'm kind of glad I'm back to streaming because this helps me touch base with reality, which I do need on occasion. I think I managed about 4 hours sleep this morning as well. I was a bit concerned that something systems-wise is changing work tomorrow late in the day today. Yeah, anxiety can be a real bitch with your sleeping patterns. I managed okay right until 8 a.m. God knows how I'm gonna do having to get up and to the vets by 9 next Thursday. I don't wake up at 9. I'm lucky if I wake up at 11. So this should be interesting. I think I'm gonna ask my sister if I can just hang out with her and the kids next Thursday, because I think me just going home to my empty house after dropping him off at the vets, that's gonna be bloody miserable. Old system closing today, new system opening tomorrow for clarification. See, and I'm guessing well, I don't need to guess, there are always hiccups and like transition errors that happen with something like that, but hoping it'll go as smoothly as it possibly can. Well, hello you. Hello, hello, hello. 'Tis the man of the hour. Say Happy New Year. Say Feliz Año Nuevo. This is my handsomest man in the world. More handsome than anybody. He is the sweet one. And I love him very, very much. I love you so much. Oh, I'm bloody tired. Hello. As smoothly as it possibly can, our place is a shit show in common parlance. Oh, shit. That's not great. That's not great. Oh, dear. Yeah, as smooth as... Well, adding the as it possibly can is a bit of a cop-out, because that just means, like, as much as it is able. Whatever. Let's hope it goes smoothly. There you go. Let's hope it goes smoothly. Cute boy. At some point I'll get a cat cam in. Since I'm not actually... This is actually my corner gaming one that I'm using, but the big one over here, and by big I mean it's just at a different angle, I may repurpose, or I'll swap them round. Because this one only moves up and down, whereas this one's on a 360 axis, so I can just move it. So I may end up using this one as a cat cam, and this one back over here. You know, you don't need to know this. I'm just talking. So I do want to get a cat tree, and I'm going to get another cat, and we're going to have fun, and you guys are going to be able to witness that with the miracle of technology. I'll get to witness it because I have eyes. Yay! Having eyes is pretty great. I basically have to pick up the new system being mostly blind to it, so that'll be fun. Did they not give you, like, any training? At all? I have a spot. Not that you needed to know that. I just noticed how bloody visible it was. Okay. Okay, so I bought Hades. Probably wasn't going to go back on Game Pass, we couldn't be asked waiting for it. Also, I would like to see if we can actually finish it before the sequel comes out. Some of it I am familiar with. That's good. That's something at least. I'm also resolved to not start any new games until we have at least finished one that we are currently playing. And yeah, that does include Hard Space, Shipbreaker, and Loop Hero. I started them. I mean to finish them, and honestly, I do still enjoy them, just not as much as other things, you know? Also Outer Worlds, I do want to finish that, but I'm thinking if ever we do get a bit sick of Skyrim, we can just... Outer Worlds can take the Sunday slot for a bit. Also, I'd need to buy that because... Wait, I need to get a Game Pass again. I can't be fucked with Game Pass, okay? Now that I know games can just be on and off it as the licenses be willing, I'd rather just buy it. So yeah. But yeah, I've had a little practice run of Hades, not on my stream save, but on one of my other saves. First time I died at Electro, and the second time I made it to Hades, so I think we're good to go. I think we are good to go. Oh my god. Why is just chatting so tiring? Why does just talking exhaust me so fucking much? What is it with me? What is it with me? Being back on Twitter is both weird and not weird. It's like, it's almost irrelevant. I've luckily like completely ditched the habit of looking at anything on the trending list. I now automatically hide everything by saying I'm not interested in this. I assume you should be able to select this. Oh yeah. This Xbox is good about that. Even if you uninstall it, if you reinstall it, your save is still there. It's got my old God mode save in there still. I haven't played that in ages because I'm not as much of a scrub anymore. Still am a scrub, just not as much. I'm middling scrub. I'm bloody tired. Well, at least we know that hasn't changed. I'm still talking about how tired I am. Thought of a new reason that we're not allowed to talk about Star Wars, and you know what it is? You probably will guess or you won't, I don't know. It's because it's fucking depressing. It makes me so sad. Literally everybody I care about is dead. Every single person, every single character I love in that franchise is fucking dead. It's so sad. I watched, of course, last time I streamed it was before this, but I'll probably mention it. And I marathon watched the prequel trilogy on one Sunday, and then the day before Christmas I marathon the original trilogy. And it just made me fucking sad. I was just crying because everybody I love dies. It's not fair. Everybody dies, man. That's just what it is. I dug out my Darth Vader figurine. He's my boy. R2-D2's there as well. I also ordered, what the fuck is this thing? Remind me? I think I ordered it as a model, but I think it is something I put together. It is an X-Wing, which I'm quite excited about. I say the way to get around that is to never care about anything, but that's a cop-out. It's also quite dangerous to not care about things. My little brother was like that for the longest time, and unfortunately that extended to himself. And he had he had a really, really bad skin condition that he just, because he didn't really have that great self-esteem, he just ignored for ages, and it got really bad, and he's still recovering from it now, and it's been a couple of years since he started actually taking care of himself. So yeah, not caring can be very dangerous indeed. There is such a thing as caring too much, and I do feel like I qualify, but I also feel like that's what makes me an effective writer, so I don't really want to not care, or even stop care, or even care less. I just like complaining. I think that's the main thing. Complaining is pretty great. You gotta love it. So I'm gonna remember how to do buttons. Well, I'm there. That's the start. That's the start. Hey, that's what I bought. And it's freaking... Yeah, I bought this literally on my brother's birthday, and it has had its delivery date pushed back about 4 times. It was supposed to come like next week, now it's the end of January, and I don't doubt for a second that I am going to get another email that says it's not going to come now until like halfway through February. But it's fucking cool looking, but I do think it is an assembly thing. 44 part model kit requires assembly to be completed. Might do that on stream. Oh, the conversation I had with someone courtesy of you helped them out. Sorry, what? My brain stopped working. What do you mean? What do you mean? Remind me. I'm sorry, my brain ain't working. It's not working, but yeah. I don't know how I'm gonna set it up exactly. I'm gonna probably have to move my keyboard out of the way. Move my monitor back. Cam down. I did do that! Yes. I'm glad to hear it helped them out. I'm glad. I think I did actually mean to message you about that first, but me and their conversations do tend to go off the fucking rails sometimes, and I forget what we even talked about, but yeah. I'm glad that worked out. Oh. But yeah, I also bought 4 more Star Wars t-shirts. So I rewatched Andor, as you probably would have expected, you guys. 1 episode a day. I was good. I didn't marathon it, so I could just stew it over. Then something happened in the last episode that made me really, really, really sad. I probably misinterpreted as I intended to do. And I was just crying for like an hour. So to cheer myself up, I bought myself 4 Star Wars t-shirts. Seems legit. Seems legit. I kind of wish I hadn't now, because now I've got vet bills to pay for, but it's fine. It's life. And what's life if not enjoying yourself and just, you know, giving into your occasional whims of buying Star Wars merch. I'm actually going to see if I can find them, which they were pretty cool. I do have a thing for X-Wings. I do have a thing for X-Wings. That's really cool to me. I love that. That's 1. It's just because I'm getting this shit from my order history that I don't know why I don't want to show you. Just in case I show you something stupid that I shouldn't. You guys know me. That's entirely plausible. This one, I really like this one because Darth Vader's so prominent. I feel like Cassian kind of got the raw end of the deal on this one, but it's fine. Like, everybody else is like, oh, Bodhi doesn't look so great either. Everybody else looks great, though. Everybody else looks great. Heck yeah. And because, of course, I was watching Andor, and I just love the show. It's a good show. I love the character too. Just like, what you doing? Something simple. Just some cool ones. Just because I'm a fucking nerd. I am a nerd. Being a nerd is pretty great though. I quite like being a nerd. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to catch you guys up on. I can't think of anything. I'm so fucking tired. I guess stream-wise, Co-op Crimes is now every 2 weeks. Plus I have about 30-something demos to get through, so alternate Thursdays we'll probably do demo days, just to get through them. And to, like, shake up content a little bit. And then I think, when the demos are done, we'll just fill that slot with whatever roguelike we're playing at the time. Which I'm gonna switch up probably every month, like January, Hades, February I think maybe dropping back into Cave Blazers a little bit. March maybe Dead Cells? I can't actually remember. I think we did have a few roguelikes going on. I'm actually gonna check. Steam. But yeah, I hope you guys, because of course if I can forget to do this all the time, I hope you guys had a good holiday season. I hope you had a good Christmas, and I hope you had a good New Year. Ooh, it might be, that would be good. It's on my wish list on Xbox, because of course that's where I have the base game. Oh, Loop Hero. We'll do Loop Hero in April. And we are actually really close to beating Loop Hero, so I think if we just get on with it, we probably could manage it in April. And I do enjoy it. It's not maybe the most riveting streaming content. First quarter of 2023. It is, isn't it? Even I know that, maths. I swear. I know that. I know that. As somebody who is perfectly willing to state that she completely forgot what a fifth of 100 was, and actually had to use a fucking calculator and was embarrassed when the answer came up, I know that 3 months is a quarter of a year. Okay. Okay, what the hell is... We still haven't played What Remains of Edith Finch. I think I put that on my schedule like 3 times and it still hasn't happened. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get to all of it. All of it. All of it. I'm tired. I definitely haven't had any brain farts like that before. The funny thing is it was both me and my brother that time that we can't even remember what the hell we were trying to figure out. But we both were just like, what's a fifth of 100? What is it? What is it? What is it? And then when we looked it up on the calculation, it came out. We both just sort of stared at it like. It was so embarrassing. Hey Polar, how you doing? Lurking? Hope you have a nice day. Thank you. I hope you have a nice day too, and have a lovely lurk. It's always happy to see you, and Happy New Year. I'm bloody tired. Okay, at some point we're gonna switch the game, but I'm gonna stop yawning. So far, my dry January is going very well. However, I have now just started buying energy drinks instead, which I don't think is a particularly good alternative. I was going to be so healthy. I was going to get so much done. This year, the first week of my January was rubbish because I didn't even get home from my parents until the 4th. And then on Thursday, I was like, I'm going to write. And I did for like 2 hours and gave myself a fucking headache, which lasted, I kid you not. It didn't fully go away until Sunday. So I haven't been able to do anything that I wanted to do. And yesterday, doing my housework, I put my back out. The stupidest thing is, I literally just emptied my cat litter tray, came out from dumping it outside. And I was like rolling my shoulders back. It's like, oh, I gotta stretch my back. I just gotta ease it up. That's what put my back out. That is what put my back out. I nearly had a most unwanted Christmas present as one of the family members I was with tested positive on Boxing Day. Oh, that would have been terrible. I know a couple of people who've got COVID over Christmas. That's not good at all. Managed to dodge it, unfortunately. That's good. That's some good luck. Although I might now get sick because there was a woman in the waiting room at the vet's who openly admitted that she'd had the flu and was still recovering from it. That's why she was sitting 6 feet away from me and wearing a mask, although she was still coughing strenuously. I don't hate her for going out because her cat was sick, but that's a thing that might be in my future. I'm hoping not, but... oh, fucking hell, I probably need to lie down anyway. I'm so bloody tired. Not that I really want to be sick to do it. Well, my body does seem to find the most inconvenient ways to force me to take breaks and rest. Either be migraines, stomach cramps, muscle pains. And this is with me doing yoga. Also, my legs are in horrific shape. I am in such bad shape, it's ridiculous. But I suppose it's not actually that surprising considering I spent like the last 3 weeks of December not exercising at all and just generally eating junk food. The thing is, I don't think it's a good thing to fully deprive yourself, not of junk food, but of like snack foods. Because, like, you need sugar. Not, like, huge amounts of it, but sugar's good for, like, energy boost. So just, like, getting snack foods is good. Also, it just makes you feel good being able to eat snack foods. If you're fully depriving yourself of this stuff, it's just depressing at that point. It's just depressing. But yeah, hopefully I will avoid the flu. I had my jab done in November. Pretty sure that's, like, covers me for most of winter. It doesn't preclude me from getting the flu, but it makes it like significantly not as bad as if I got it without the jab. So, oh jeez, I just want to go to sleep. I'm going to my sister's tomorrow, but I think we're just going to chill out. And I'll ask her tomorrow if she doesn't mind if I just hang out with her next Thursday while my cat's getting his teeth done. Yeah, it's probably Overwatch 2 that me and Kiki will continue with, because Terraria is fun, but it is kind of all go. You don't really get a single minute without something trying to kill you. Okay. I'm so tired. Why? Okay. I'm gonna stop saying okay now. And probably get the game up, I think. Let's play some Hades. everybody. Gonna go slow. Doesn't matter if we don't do terrifically well. At some point, my brain will catch up with the rest of me, but probably not anytime soon. Alright, so we ended up playing Terraria for 18 hours on New Year's Day because of that. Hey, that's perfect. Oh, that was the other thing I learned. I should really make a list of all the things that I actually learned from, or like want to talk about just chatting. Is that I legit cannot play games without you guys. Playing games by myself is boring. And that's what I learned actually testing myself with Hades again. It's just fucking boring playing by myself. I'd much rather play it with you guys. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna play games with you guys. That's just how it be.